It's in the game.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida's offense will start this game off. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Across the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Guys, let's chat about Florida. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Williams looking for a man. It's complete. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the right side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing running pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. He's going on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Finding an escape route. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kentucky going quickly. Now they're going to throw it. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Williams looking for a man. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Abrams. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 30. First down for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Grab near the marker. It's Travis. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. A strike downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Gets it out quickly. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. You've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Ready to fire from the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Williams looking for a man. Got it set up on the outside. Got a little space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Gets the back moving. Power football with the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Jones. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Gators are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this.
Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic.
It's a seam wide open. What a play to get it inside. And they are set up at the 17. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Good completion on the out route. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Abrams. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The Gators are rolling down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll send the back in motion. He's got the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Zings it complete to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Abrams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Quick release by the QB. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wants to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up.
On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Fellas, few matchups need as little explanation as to just how intense as they are as LSU and Alabama, and we've got the latest. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Williams looking for a man. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left. It'll be first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his back in the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Travis. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, it's completely changed the way people play defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Touchdown, Gators! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get